Mr. Speaker, it's a great privilege to rise in this House once again and ask the government a question to which it has not been all that forthright in answering, which is what precisely are its plans when it comes to its long-standing desire to censor what Canadians see, say, and do on the internet. Now, not that long ago in this House, Mr. Speaker, I asked the Minister of Canadian Identity what he was planning to do. Actually, I asked him if he would cop up to the fact that he was the minister tasked with online censorship, given that there seemed to be some doubt and actually some examples of Liberal ministers clamoring over precisely who got to take up that honour. But I need to give a bit of a history lesson for those who haven't been following this. The Liberals have, for the last two parliaments, tried to bring in draconian online censorship bills. They tried it in the 43rd Parliament and failed. They tried it in the 44th Parliament and failed. And now both the Justice Minister and the Minister for Canadian Identity have said this still remains a very live priority. When it comes to online censorship, the Liberals are saying, if at first you don't succeed, try again. What Canadians are saying is, take the loss and sit down. Canadians do not want this government to regulate online speech. Canadians do not trust this government to do it. We are already seeing with Bill C-9, the Liberals reduce the threshold for what constitutes hate speech. We've seen in this bill them water down a definition that has been working in criminal law in Canada. C-63 in the most recent Parliament, the Online Harms Act, went far beyond this. C-63 actually would empower the Canadian Human Rights Tribunal to prosecute Canadians for saying things that offended people online. The Liberals were bringing back a much maligned, and I'm grateful to say, formerly repealed section of the Canadian Human Rights Act, Section 13. That's what's at issue when we talk about so-called online harms. And I have no doubt that the parliamentary secretary to the minister tonight will talk about all of the examples of why this is so necessary. But the reality is the condemnation of the Liberal government's online harms proposals has come from left and right. It's come from civil liberties groups on the left and right. It's come from Canadian luminaries such as Margaret Atwood, who I do not believe would ever align herself with those of us on this side of the bench, because Canadian free speech advocates, Canadian artists, Canadian scholars, journalists all realize the importance of being able to speak your mind without the government weaponizing a definition of hate to censor what Canadians do.